Welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim, and today we'll be unboxing Thunderbirds 50 Years Cooperative board game. It's pretty old, I think 2015, and it is out of print now, and it's actually thanks to 3 Minute Board Games that I finally bought it. It was on my list for the longest of time, already suggested by him for the longest of time, and then in his latest top 100 he actually said it's out of print now and they don't have the license, so it won't be reprinted anymore. So I knew Board Game Base had it, which is a local store here in Hong Kong, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. So now here it is. So let's take a look at what's inside. So I'm going to first turn it around. Let's take a look at the sides. So you can see 1 to 4 players, 10 plus, 45 to 60 minutes. And typical Thunderbirds art on the sides, although it's twice the same. So on the back we have this. The different vehicles, of course, that they all use, their heads. So I guess you'll be maybe putting it in there to show that they're piloting. The cards, the puppets and everything. Of course, most people will now recognize these puppets as from Team America, I imagine. But this used to be a series when I was a kid as well. I remember watching it, which of course makes it extra cool. I don't think that worked really well. Okay. Normally this works a lot better. Maybe if it's a different pair of scissors. All right. Anyway, so as I was saying, I remember this from my childhood, playing this, and so that always appealed to me a lot. And they call this game. They say that this game is a lot like Pandemic, right? But then I think I will enjoy this theme more than Pandemic. At least I hope so. And if not, like I said, it's out of print. So I'll probably be able to sell it if necessary. All right, so let's open it up. There won't be any art on the inside, I think. I think it's too old for that. Games back then definitely didn't do it. All right, and the first thing we see here is the rule book, but also the expansions. So Tracy Island, which I also read about that it's very hard to get. So I'm very happy that this includes Tracy Island, Above and Beyond, the Hood, and then the main rulebook. So, alert on Tracy Island, Tintin, Brains, and Parker report for action. There are new disasters to face, and we will need the Ladybird Jet, Fab 2, and Brains upgraded pod vehicles to thwart the Hood's nefarious plans. So you get 3 new characters. New models, 14 pod vehicle models, and overlays and so on. So yeah, so I can imagine why this would be a nice expansion. There's another thing, you know, with the Kickstarters these days, every expansion has to be in a different box. Back then, expansions, you just put it in the box, you know. If this game came out now, this would all be separate boxes, you know, just to appeal to us all more. So here, there's even more models here. A Jeff Tracy player turn marker as well. It's nice. Disaster vehicles. Of course, it's going to be even nicer when it's all painted. But oh, and solitaire play, cool. Of course. And blank cards, of course, if you want to create your own disasters. Okay, then the Hood. So basically, it seems like a lot more schemes and everything. And Hood has his own stuff now. Lair model, planes, and this is a more thick manual. New Fab cards. Okay, the Hood's actions. Playing the Hood. So basically, it allows somebody else to be the Hood. It's cool. All right, you can hijack something. You can kidnap them. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But like I said, though, it's been ages since I've watched this. So long ago. So yeah, this is not Team America. You're not gonna find Matt Damon here. which was arguably for me the funniest part of the movie. Okay, so this is the main manual. Okay, you see the different Thunderbirds that you have, how to play. The object, of course, is to stop the hood. So not only to stop the disasters, but also actually capture the hood. Okay. Losing and winning the game. Solitaire play, which of course is most interesting to me right now. Kickstarter backers, of course, I will not be there, but a lot of people kickstarted. Apparently they lost the license 2 years after the Kickstarter. So it's really too bad. Okay, so let's keep going. This is just a art. This is art, 2 different covers, because I saw on the Kickstarter page when you got the game, you could choose which cover you wanted the box to have. So either this one, which I guess is what I have now, right? Yeah. Or this one. Okay. Oh, I think I might have preferred this one. Whatever. They're both fine. All right, so this is a punch-out board, obviously. Different tokens that I think you can collect. The excavator, firefly, laser cutter, and so on. All these kind of tokens. With the pictures from the series, even though very tiny. And then we have the board. So I will make some room and put it out. The board itself is actually quite small, apparently. It's not big, so that's good. It's good. It makes filming a lot easier. So the well-known island, of course, if you've never seen the series, it will be the unknown island where the Thunderbirds are. And then, of course, I have to spread out to stop all kinds of disasters. And you've got the North Atlantic, but you can go through here to get to Europe and so on. And also space. Space. Okay, let's go back to the box. Up. Where we will, I guess we'll start and take a look at the minis. So this is once again way before minis were so popular as they are now, right? So that in itself is already cool that they have them. So I have this one, which is a tank, basically. And then this thing, I guess like this. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I don't know which is face forward or face backward or whatever. A jet. Like this, I guess. Alright. So these minis are really mini. Another kind of ship. This looks more like a rockety spaceship. I'll just put my hand like this. This is more like a train, I imagine. Yeah. Or is that the excavator? This is definitely a rocket. This might be also part of space. I'm just guessing here, you know. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay. This one has a missile. There's a missile carrier, missile transport, or a missile launcher. And this seems to be like some kind of submarine. Okay. Back in the bag you go. Then next, we have this. This is definitely from the expansion. And the one that we just saw might have been an expansion as well. I'm not sure. So I'll put it all here. Do one by one. This is one of the locations. And you can see all the holes, means you can put stuff in there, right? So maybe installations. Like for example, you have the head of Tracy. So you can just push it in and then he's on his island, which I'm sure has a function, right? A bigger jet again. So you can put one of the characters in to show that they're piloting it. Then we have the boat. A bigger black boat. Then we have Penelope, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we just saw it in the rulebook, right? I've already forgotten who it is. And then a bunch of these smaller ones again. Another missile here. A bunch of these things that all look the same. They look like cranes. Like this is a crane. This is also some kind of... I think these are all called disaster vehicles, no? Another character. And these I'll just show them all on my hand because they're so tiny. I mean, it's nice, you know, but it's just so tiny. Like, just take a look at this one. It's like really, really minuscule. So basically all these kind of different vehicles that move around and do stuff, I imagine. There's an H for an helicopter. I don't know. Yeah. So, pretty sure this is part of the... Yeah, this is definitely part of the expansion of... not the hood, but one of the other ones. The Fab one? I don't know. Alright, next, we'll first go for the hood expansion, which is this, because it has all the purple pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, the White House. Also with characters that can go in there. Yeah, cool. And then another one of the characters. Which is probably the hood himself that you just saw. And then you have a lot of hood henchmen, basically. They're all these guys. There is henchmen. Then we have the smaller figurine. The head again. And then his lair. Pretty nifty lair though. Pretty cool. And then two vehicles. We have the airplane. And then we also have some kind of submarine, boat, ship. Yeah. So that is the hood expansion. Oh, I forgot to... See, I forgot to put away one of these small pieces here. So I have no idea from which bag it came. But I do imagine that when you play with the expansions, you just play with everything. Or at any rate, you just take out what's applicable. So put this in the main bag, I think. Alright, then we have the Thunderbirds and their vehicles themselves. So, we have this one, and this. I thought this would go in here somewhere, but then that doesn't really make sense, so I guess this goes somewhere else. Okay. And we have the hood again. So I think that one big one, the grey one, was not the hood. The big rocket. Towards the iconic big ship, which, you know, I'll most likely end up painting one day. Another ship / rocket kind of. And then this part that actually goes on top of the ship. There you go. Or the other way around. Yep. And don't dare to push hard because maybe we'll get stuck. The Fab car and the yellow ship. And then of course the Thunderbirds, all of them. Okay, they have distinct faces. It's not all the same face. They have rather distinct faces, I think. Yeah, it seems like it, yeah. Okay. Then we can get into all the cards and such. Put this away first. Not quite sure where this is gonna go, but maybe they mentioned that in the manual and I just missed it. Okay, so timer. Just taking out the easy stuff first. So there's a bunch of cards. So we have a lot of bags. More cards, more cards. Dice, they look kind of interesting. Colorful at the very least. Oh, and 6 is purple, right? Yeah. That is the hood. 6 is the hood symbol. Alright, and this is stickers. Oh, wow. You can see it, right? No idea where you're supposed to go, but it says Thunderbird. Oh, okay, so you have to stick it on the ships. Okay, so I wonder if I should probably paint them first and then stick it on. Okay, and then we have all this. Let's start with these first. Okay. Thankfully this time my nails are long enough and it's easy to open. Last time I was doing this, my nails were super short and that was very, very annoying. There you go. Okay, so Gordon Tracy, Alan Tracy, Aloysius Parker, Brains, John Tracy, Tintin Carano, Lady Penelope, Scott Tracy, Virgil Tracy, and it says here character. Oh, so we have this again. So what is the difference? Let's take out Tintin Carano. So this is maybe level 1, this is level 3 through 3. Okay, level 1, 2, 3. So they get better, I guess, at one point. I mean, that's what I'm just guessing here. So this is still all the same. You just look, they're the level up cards, basically. Okay, cool. Next, I just look at the cards. Sadly, they don't have any decks that have like an opening on the side. That would have been really cool. But they don't, so it's just old school trying to find the opening on the top. Because I don't see any other way of actually opening these. So I guess I'll just edit this part. Boom! So everything is now out of plastic after a while. Now I'm pretty sure some of these are from the expansions, some of these are the main game. I think these are all main game, I think these are expansions. It didn't say, it was just all plastic, so I guess I have to check that later. But let's take a look at this first. We have a lot of mix, like character, disaster, fab, event, disaster, tons of disasters. Even more disasters here. So let's first take a look at all the disasters. I imagine it'll be art from the show. Trapped in the Sky, Target Tiger 1, Flag Path to Fear, Edge of Impact, the Cham Cham, Bolt from the Blue, Rockquake, they call him Mr. X, alias Mr. Hackenbacker, Venomous, Pit of Peril, City of Fire, The Mighty Atom, End of the Road, The Uninvited, Martian Invasion, 30 Minutes After Noon, The Perils of Penelope, The Duchess Assignment, whoa, Path of Destruction, Lord Parker's Holiday, Move and You're Dead, Operation Crash Dive, Terror in New York City, Day of Disaster, Desperate Intruder, Danger at Ocean Deep, Attack of the Alligators, Atlantic Inferno, Towering Ocean, The Man from MI5, Claws of the Phoenix, Sun Probe, Bound for Venus, The Twisted Wheel, The Imposters, Ricochet, Sunrise on Mars, The Longest Day, Signal from Sigma, The Moon from Mind Menace, Man of Steel. And I'm pretty sure all these colors, they refer to the location on the map. Shelter at Kunlun, Aswan Rising, Signal Overload, The Mineral Eaters, Salt Bet Splashdown, Security Hazard, and then the Hood Advances, which I guess is always bad. Alright, So those are disasters. Let's take a look at these other cards. So we have some events, fab, more disasters, and characters. So Parker's Gambling, Operatives in Danger, International Search for Tracy Island, Ramjet Failure, USN Sentinel Transportation. So these are events. This is fab. Supercharger, Fireflash Charter, Return to Base. And then the Hood Advances, which is of course the disasters. And then characters, Brains, Aloysius Parker, and Tintin Carano. Alright, so then we have Scheme. Schemes 4, 3, 2, 1. And then seeing some player aids, and then a lot of fab and events. So first events. Icelandic volcano eruption. Emergency comms interrupted. The Hood's hypnotic eyes. Oh. USN Sentinel missile strike. Attack of the Zombites. Rocket malfunction. Master of Disguise. Accidental injury. And the Hood interferes. Explosion on Tracy Island. Carano! Carano! Wow. Pod hydraulics sabotaged. So that's all events. Then we have Fab Holiday in Bonga Bonga. Air Sea Rescue Center. Underwater Sealing Unit. Personal Hoverjet. Astronaut Spacewalk. Remote control hover camera. Help from Brahman. For a moment I said, I thought it was help from Batman, but anyway. Jeff's orders. Powder compact radio. Automatic camera defector. Sir Jeremy Hodge. Experimental fuel. Grandma's cooking. Mobile command unit. Fab 1 hydrofoils. The Tracy Brothers portraits. Agents 47, Jeremiah Tuttle. Okay. Long range walkie-talkies. And then you have the player aids. Game turn actions, but also the bonus tokens and what they do. And then these are the schemes. So there's not much to see here art-wise. So of course it is cool that they say what all these trucks are eventually. Mobile crane, Firefly. So yeah, excavator, transmitter truck, stuff like that. Okay, so that's schemes. Then we have a full deck of disasters. Yeah. And some characters at the start. And also the International Rescue Agent Identification. Which just this is certified that blah blah blah. Oh, okay. I guess you're supposed to write your name there or whatever. Okay. Lady Penelope. It's about Tracy. We've seen all these before. Trapped in the Sky. Pit of Peril. City of Fire. I think we've seen this before as well. Yes, these are all very much similar to what we've already said. Wait, did I just read the Spanish version? No, it's also English. Okay. I think these are the same. No, I don't remember this. Desperate Intruder. The Imposters, I do. I'll do this one. Yeah, it seems like it's probably the same stuff, I imagine. Yeah. And the Hood Advance. So I don't know what the exact difference is. I guess I have to find that out later. Alright, let's take a look at this. This is Fab, event, scheme, character, and then player aids for the Hood. So this is definitely for the Hood expansion. So the Hood, here we go. Criminal Mastermind. So Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Undetected. The Hood at the controls. The Hood's transport truck. Surveillance. Activate sleeper cells. Security breach. Image wiping beam. Map display units. Personal edible transmitter. Edible, okay. Machine cannon. International rescue agents and enemy code cracked. Okay, and then we have one more. has disasters in it, disaster vehicle, fab, and a bunch of events and schemes. So schemes, Domo. I think the one that I couldn't recognize was a Domo. But yeah. Kahelium X shortage. Oh, sorry, I'll be holding here. Kahelium X shortage, false alarm, pod vehicle retrofit, instantaneous transmission, fire flash, sidewinder, sun probe, USN Sentinel, crab logger, road builder, Martian space probe, the helijet, seascape drilling rig, and zombite fighters. And then a bunch of empty cards. Okay, so there's a couple of stuff left. There's this one here, which I think is also a mini expansion because it's separate. It says here, eggs of the arachnoids. So these are also some kind of devious schemes, new scheme symbols. So yeah, so basically a new kind of there's an included level 5 scheme card that lets you try epic difficulty levels. So yeah, it just adds a new row of difficulty basically. Okay, cool. Good to know. And then we have a couple more things. For example, this is also from the expansion. So I imagine you put the vehicles on top of it, machine speed, of course it's a punch out board, right? Okay. This one, okay. And then here, we actually have a camera. And then the different Thunderbirds. And the proof of purchase. The camera, okay, has the hood who makes his way until the end, which of course would be bad if he reaches it. And now I am curious. I'm going to take, for example, Trapped in the Sky, and then see if I can find Trapped in the Sky here, yeah, and see if there's a difference. There is a difference. This is T1, and it has a C, but that's it. Everything else is exactly the same, T1 and C. So I don't know exactly what the difference is between T1 cards and regular cards, but I guess I'll find out when I try to play the game. Okay, this was the end of the unboxing from Thunderbirds. I cannot wait to play this, but I say that for every game, of course. But yeah, I want to see what all the hype is about, honestly. But looks very, very nice. Okay, I was Joachim. This was So Many Games for Little Time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, have an amazing day. Bye-bye.